Words comfort and words can hurt. The meaning of words can change over time and develop new definitions. KUJH reporter Keely Drew tells us about a few words and how they became offensive.
Anthony Schwager spends his days playing basketball, listening to music, and working at his parents' local honey shop. That makes him happy and helps him forget he's different. But there is still one word that he says sets him back.
Well, honestly, I don't think it's right because there's other words you can use.
He's talking about the word retarded.
I mean, how would you feel if someone used that word towards you?
It's not just the word that bothers him, but when his disability is used to make fun of others.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, I think there's no other way to put it. I mean,
that term didn't come about to be used in a negative light. It comes from Latin, meaning developmentally slow. Linguist Philip Duncan says it's common for the meaning of a word to change over time.
Words are always up for being able to be changed, and that process can happen strikingly fast.
He says that happens in every language. Society changes, and so do the definitions. Over the past few years, it went from harmlessly describing someone with special needs to an adjective used to hurt others. And even the Black Eyed Peas found themselves guilty. Let's get it started. The chorus originally uses the R word. They remixed it about a year later to say, "Let's get it started." Now, music ties into the development of words in an interesting way. Some artists use the N word in albums like this one, which then leads people to be singing along with their friends, forgetting how offensive this word really is. Where you from? This phrase came about in the 18th century. It was used to refer to African Americans in a negative way. The word became related with violent racism throughout history.
It triggers anger, sadness, and it makes us aggravated.
Freshman Nicole Bruton says hearing this word makes her blood boil.
It feels like it's just reverting back to a racist time, and like the history behind the word is just bad, so like why use it to begin with?
Duncan explains that old words often come back with new meanings.
So a group can oftentimes reclaim a word and use it in a way that's different than others do, and that can trigger a change in meaning. One
of those words goes all the way back to 1862, when the Christmas song "Deck the Halls" was written. Gay originally meant to be joyful or happy. As the end of the 19th century rolled around, it changed to mean homosexual.
Someone will say like, "Oh, that's so gay."
Now it's 2019 and Caleb Rich is shocked by the change in meaning.
I think it is crazy that the word used to come from such a happy place and now it's used in such a negative light.
These three words changed drastically throughout history. Duncan says they'll most likely continue to change, but all at their own pace.
Even words like that, they don't always change at the same rate.
Different times, backgrounds, and different meanings. But Bruton wants you to be more mindful.
Think before you speak.
Schwager wants you to understand him.
I'm different, unique, but don't use that word.
And Rich simply asks you to pick a different word.
It literally takes 2 seconds to think of a different word to use.
In Lawrence, Keely Drew,